good morning flow, you could call it. Easy to intermediate, we'll say. So I'm going to give you a couple options. We're going to start with some pelvic curls. So lie all the way back. Feet flat on your mat, a nice bend in the knees. Feet are open up about hip width. Start to settle and feel your spine fall down and back into your mat or into the earth. Place your hands alongside your body. Make sure your collarbone stays nice and wide but relaxed. Shoulders are down and back, of course. Bring your eye gaze all the way up, nice neutral position with the head and neck. As you inhale, fill the lungs. As you exhale, start to peel your spine up from the mat, one vertebrae at a time. Come up, pause at the top. Maybe you actively really press those shoulders down and back just a little more. Raise the hips higher, open the chest. Pause at about maybe your shoulder blades. Let's come on down. Replace your vertebrae to the mat, one piece of your spine at a time. Inhale at the bottom, fill the lungs. Exhale, tuck your tailbone under. Come on up, one piece of your vertebrae at a time. Pause at the top. Press your shoulders down and back. Open your chest. Open up the lungs. Come on down. You can go through those maybe about 3 to 4 more times, depending on what your body needs for the day. I'm going to take one more just like this. Nice and slow, smooth and steady. So you notice it's not a dynamic lift like a shoulder or a glute bridge. It's finding and mobilizing, articulating the spine, finding those core muscles, warming everything up. Now from here, if you'd like to make it a little more challenging, raise your hands above your shoulders, fingertips facing the ceiling or the sky, palms face each other. Take a few just like this. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale as you peel the spine up above the mat. Pause at the top. Make sure those shoulders continue to press down and back. One more just like this. Now when you're ready, if you feel stable, go ahead and take that shoulder bridge to a march. Keep the 90-degree bend in the right leg as you lift it above your mat. Keep the 90-degree bend in the knee of your left leg. Keep your foot nice and flat. Nice strong flexion in the foot. As you come up and down, try to keep your bridge as high as possible. When you're finished there, lengthen your right leg. Now this is optional to point the toe. Come on down with the hips, come back up. Come on down with the hips, come back up. We're going to be here 3 to 4 of these. Try one more on this side. Come down with that right leg, replace it to the mat. Lift up on the left. Hips lower and lift. Hips lower and lift. So we're finding a lot of core work happening here, activating our glutes. As we continue to lift and lower, take that side down. Keep your bridge nice and high. Come back to that right leg. Now from here, you're going to drive down with your right heel. Lift with your toes. Come down with your right heel, lift with your toes. Try 2 to 3 more. Come down with your heel, lift back up with your toes. Down with your heel, back up with your toes. Last one. Replace that right mat to the, replace your right foot to the mat, lift up on your left. Come on down. Down with your heel, dynamic and up with those pointed toes. Exhale as you lift your leg. 1 or 2 more. Replace that foot back to the mat. Come on down with your hips. Draw your knees to your chest. Maybe turn your head side to side. Massage that low back. If this is the first time we're kind of getting some movement into our body for the day, take a few moments. Release some of that tension if you have any low back issues happening. Now from here, inhale, exhale, curl head and shoulders above the mat. Keep your knees hugged into your chest. Nice, easy lift up overhead with the arms. Extend the legs. Inhale, exhale, scoop everything to center. You can make this as easy or as challenging as you like. Your options would be to make it more challenging, lower your legs closer to the floor. Nice, easy movement here. Would be legs out at about maybe 45 degrees. A little less challenging would be head and shoulders at the mat. Exhale as you draw your knees to your chest. Inhale as you reach the arms and legs out and away. When you're ready, move to a single leg option. Left knee up and into your chest, give it a hug. Right knee up and into your chest, give it a hug, and extend the opposite leg. Exhale, draw in on the right knee. Exhale, draw in on the left. Try one or two more each side, just like this. Again, challenging option, lower that leg closer to the mat or to the floor. Less challenging would be that leg comes out to maybe 45 degrees. And a little less challenging, head and shoulders can stay at the mat. So work side to side. Maybe we just need a little stretch in the legs before we're ready to get going. When you're finished there, bring your head and shoulders all the way down and back, knees to chest. Turn your head side to side. Now from here, we're going to move to a single leg stretch exercise. So we can hold on behind the thigh, the calf, or the ankle. We can do it with a little bit of a bend in the knee if we have super tight hamstrings. And again, your option is to keep that lengthened leg out at about 45 degrees. So give it a little hug. Change sides. Continue to exhale as you work through the hardest or most challenging part of the exercise. So exhale as you draw your leg in. Inhale to change. Make sure you keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. So we draw the leg in and up, but we keep the shoulders wide, dropping down and away from the ears. Keep the belly pulled in tight. When you're all finished there, maybe 2 to 3 more, depending on what your body needs, bring your head and shoulders back to the mat. Fill the lungs, make sure you release the tension from that upper body. As you inhale, and then exhale, bring your hands behind your head, stacking the hands one on top of the other and lengthen those legs. Again, if we need a little bend in the knees, you can always work right there. From here, we're gonna fire up the abs just a little more. So we're gonna try to point those toes up to the ceiling. Inhale, keep that crunch, and when you're ready, stabilize that left leg. The right leg is just going to move maybe 2 to 3 inches in closer, drawing that knee up towards our shoulders or our nose. My beginners, you'll work here about 20 seconds. Intermediate, about 30 seconds. My advanced practicers would be at about 45 seconds per leg. Focus on that abdominal contraction as you draw that right leg up and in towards you. Now when you're ready, change legs. Lengthen the right. This time the left leg draws in and up. Head and shoulders stay lifted. Abs are engaged. You should really feel that abdominal fire happening by now. When you're done there, lower the legs, draw your knees to your chest. Take that nice rock side to side. Circle your low back out and around at the mat. When you're ready, draw your right knee up and into your chest. Head and shoulders stay back at the mat. Go ahead and bring that right leg back to a 90-degree bend. And draw that right knee over to the left side of your mat. Continuing to work with and use your breath to feel that active release in the right hip, the low back. That whole spine should just twist, release, begin to mobilize and relax. Your option, of course, is to take your right hand and reach it out wide to the side of the right of your mat, palm to the ceiling. Taken enough of a stretch there, come back to center. Draw that knee to your chest and then change legs. So left knee draws up and in, the right leg is nice and long. Inhale. As you exhale, take that right or left leg into a 90-degree bend, draw it over to the right side. Option to open up the left arm out wide to the side. Palm faces the sky or the ceiling. Maybe gently you turn your head side to side, relieving or releasing any tension from the upper body, the head and the neck area. Now from here, we're going to move to some reverse tabletop movements. So if we're not familiar with those, or we're not sure if our wrists or any other part of the body is going to be agreeable to that today, your option is to stick with a glute bridge. Glute bridge, of course, level 1. Tuck the hips under, come on up, squeeze the glutes, obviously. Hold here. Option to make it a little more challenging, raise your hands above your mat, palms face each other. Another option to just hold the bridge and circle the arms out and around. Maybe you start with 3 to 5 circles clockwise, 3 to 5 circles counterclockwise. Don't drop your bridge. Keep the glutes lifted, glutes are active. Let that movement of the upper body coordinate with your breath. Inhale as you open the arms out wide, exhale as they drop back to center. Now when you're ready, for that progression, we can come here. Hands and fingertips face the body. Feet are flat on your mat. With your inhale, then your exhale, go ahead and lift those hips up from the mat. Open the chest, push the shoulders down away from your ears. Lower the hips. Tap your bottom to the mat. Lift and squeeze with that exhale. Come on down. Excuse me, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Try 3 to 5 more of those, just like that. See how that feels. Pushing into the floor with your feet. As you come to the top of that reverse tabletop, enjoy the stretch. Open your chest. See just how high you can lift your table. Now from here, if you're ready for a progression from there, we can move to a reverse plank. So that's going to be quite challenging. It's really going to fire up your triceps, fire up the whole back body. So the legs start nice and long. collarbone stays nice and wide open, shoulders down. With your inhale, then your exhale, lift those hips from the mat. Maybe you let your eye gaze go to the ceiling. Pause and hold for your inhale. And with your exhale, come back down, hips to mat. Inhale, exhale, lift. Hold, widen your collarbone, drop the shoulders, squeeze your back. Come on down. Inhale, exhale, lift. Hold, breathe. Come on down. Inhale, exhale, lift. Hold, breathe. Come on down. One more together right here, whatever option we're in. Press the floor away. Lift the legs high. Lift the glutes high. Come on down, nice work. Inhale, lengthen those arms, shake it out if you need to. Nice big deep forward fold. Inhale, we try to reach maybe behind the thighs. Maybe we make it to the calves. Maybe we made it all the way to the feet today. Just remember, our goal is to stretch, lengthen, and listen to the parameters of our body. On whatever given day we're stepping to our mat. When you're ready for that final stretch, go ahead and release your legs. From here, we'll end with a nice nose to knee pose. So bring your right foot to the inside of your left leg. Maybe at the left knee, left thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, nice big deep forward fold, reach and stretch. Now from here, depending how much time you've been spending wearing shoes these days, it might be a good idea to take a few moments. Circle that foot out and around. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. So maybe we can find the sole of the foot or the arch of the foot. See if you can really bring your hands and interlace those fingers at the bottom of your foot. Draw it deeply in towards you. Pivot your elbows down towards the floor. Now from here, maybe you want to take a moment and actively stretch that foot, push those toes down to the mat. Conversely, actively flex your foot, drawing your toes up towards your chest. Really feeling the back of that left leg. When you're ready, of course, change sides. Left foot to the inside of that right leg or right thigh. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, nice big deep forward fold, reach and stretch. Let the hands fall and arms fall wherever they need to, alongside that right leg. Maybe we take that active stretch, holding on at the sole of the foot, drawing that right leg in a little tighter, feeling that calf. Maybe now we actively point the toes. When you're ready for that dynamic flexion of the foot, hold on with that right hand. Give it a little rock side to side. A little feedback there telling your muscles to loosen up. When you're ready, take everything back to center. Go ahead and cross those legs. Sit up nice and tall. If you'd like to end your practice today with some nice deep breaths, that's always a good idea. 3 to 5 deep breaths really cleanses the mind, the body, and the breath. Hope you have a great day.